So, I promised myself after a while that I would start covering more mainstream characters. Uh, so, I found this issue of Tales of Suspense, and in this issue there is a character called the Scarecrow, this fellow right here. And I was like, what in the world? Because I thought it was a DC comic. I thought I was looking at the Scarecrow from DC Comics. No, this is an Iron Man villain, apparently. Apparently, Scarecrow is also a Marvel supervillain. Look at this. Anyone else would tremble in fear in the face of Iron Man's angry challenge, but not the Scarecrow. What strange power does he possess? Well, I tell ya, but I don't know. I've never read this one. I wanted to go in blind on this one because, well, I don't get enough opportunities to read good comics. Well, I mean, the old stuff isn't bad. Those Golden Age heroes, the super obscure people, they're not bad. It's just, I don't know. I want to read something better for my mental health. You know what I mean? Once again, the mighty Marvel group introduces a new type of supervillain to make you gasp in wonder. What strange power does he possess? Does anybody know? Well, I guess we're about to find out. Clearly, he wants some money. Another triumph for the new Marvel Age of Comics. Yes, that is what we are in. We are in the Marvel Age. Iron Man face to face with the sinister Scarecrow. Well, good thing old Iron Man was passing by. Someone is robbing that box office below. Is it the Scarecrow? Oh no, it's Iron Man. Yeah, no, that's not the Scarecrow. Or is it? I don't technically know what the Scarecrow's secret identity is. I know it's not Jonathan Crane. Written by Stan Lee. When does he sleep? I don't know. Well, he's asleep permanently now. So that's to answer that question. At this very moment, you're probably wondering, how can a Scarecrow cause the ever-loving Iron Man any trouble? Well, little friend, I'm not that little. Stay with us. We've got a few quaint Marvel-type surprises in store for you. All right, enough preamble. Just get into it already. You won't get away from me by running into the theater, fella. Where you go, I can go, and a lot faster thanks to my little old jets. But I better hold down my speed. That Joker can't get away, and if I go too fast, it may bowl an innocent bystander over. Can you imagine? Can you imagine you're walking and all of a sudden Iron Man, bang! Actually, they did that. They did that in that one show, The Boys, where the Flash accidentally kills a guy. I'll fly above him where I can't smash into anybody, and then I'll pounce on him. This is a little bit beneath you, Mr. Iron Man, isn't it? Trying to run on the stage won't help you, pal. This isn't amateur's night. Suddenly, the frantic fugitive very sharply running past the orchestra pit, and as he does so, the entertainer named the uncanny Umberto, whose act he has interrupted, gets an idea. Okay, what's the idea? Say, what a great publicity break it would be for me if I can catch that punk before Iron Man gets to him. Yeah, go ahead. Oh my god, we're witnessing the birth of a new superhero, the great Umberto. It shouldn't be tough for a trained contortionist like me after slipping out of the chains, and this will be a cinch. I'll just roll myself into a ball and bowl him over, and I can bend my body into almost any shape. Kablamo! Oh, he's the Scarecrow. I figured it out. Umberto, you are the Scarecrow, because scarecrows are like, you know, weird and wavy. They can bend themselves into any shape. That's what it is. A few seconds later, you can finish your act, Umberto. I'll haul him off to jail. Now that was a pretty tricky maneuver of yours. Seeing how you operate, I'm mighty glad you're on the side of the law. But will he be for very much longer? I doubt. Very much doubt. Yeah, I guess a guy like me would make a mighty tough opponent. What? You just did it like a cannonball, and you tripped a fleeing criminal. Okay, the criminal was running and you tripped him, and now suddenly you think you're Spider-Man. Well, Spider-Man technically couldn't do that, even to save his uncle. All right, checks out. As a matter of fact, I suddenly realize I've gained a lot more out of this man. Just some fast publicity. You just handed me the inspiration of a lifetime. What do you mean? What do you mean? Why should a guy like me knock myself out entertaining rubes and crummy vaudeville shows when I can make a fortune by using my talent in other ways? So that's it? He's like a circus performer? Well, I mean, he's a vaudeville performer, but... hold on. This doesn't... Well... This makes what I like to call Silver Age sense. You know? Where it's like not sensible, but... Fuck it, anything goes, right? You gotta turn off your brain. Something that I'm very good at. I could become the world's best burglar with my rubbery body and my knowledge of how to break locks and chains. Nothing could stop me. That's a good point. All right, you're convincing me. You're convincing me, sir. Instead of being the extra added attraction in a vaudeville bill, I'll be the star of the underworld. Might as well get myself some sort of disguise, too, in case anyone sees me. They know who I really am. Okay. Oh, look, there happens to be a Scarecrow costume. Come on. What is it, Halloween? It is Halloween. Well, it's October. Say, there's just the thing. My body is almost as flexible as the Scarecrow anyway. I called it. You guys should respect me more for how much I call this shit. Good thing the street's dark and lonely at this hour. Now I've just got one more little thing to do. What? Thornton and his trained crows have been on the same bill with me for months. But the time has come when those crows will do me a lot more good than Thornton. What do you mean trained crows? No simple door lock can stop the greatest escape artist of our time. Luckily, the birds have seen me before and they trust me. And Thornton is an old man. He was going to retire after this booking, so he won't miss the birds. Whoa, hold on. What? You gotta be kidding me. That's your thing? Okay, he's a contortionist, and he has trained birds. Well, they're crows. You get it? Scarecrow with the crows. Now to get out of here before he wakes up. What are you going to do? How are you going to take on Iron Man, his technologically advanced military-grade suit of armor, with crows? Okay, reaching his own apartment, the uncanny Umberto puts his newfound partners through their paces. Perfect, you little critters are just what I need. You understand my hand motions and my tone of voice, and you can go places where I can't. Now let's find us a good job to pull. Oh my god. I love it. I love this so fucking much. Something worthy of our little team. He has 3 trained scarecrows, like Disney, like those racist crows in Disney. Hey, look, here's a picture of Anthony Stark, the millionaire playboy, out with a couple of film stars. Oh, you're gonna try and robbing him, aren't you? A swinger like him has a date almost every night, which means his apartment is empty most of the time. Very nice. And speaking of Tony Stark, let's turn our attention now to his main reception room with his Flushing, Long Island factory where we find... You may tell Mr. Stark that Veronica Vogue is here to see him, my good woman. Who? I don't know. Sorry, Miss Vogue, he's out of town for the week. What? But that's impossible. We had a date tonight. Nobody stands up Veronica Vogue. Are you sure you're telling the truth, you little snip? Well, that's a good one. I'm going to start calling people snips. So, yes, indeed. I'm afraid Mr. Stark's forgotten all about your date. Tisk, tisk, he's all mine. Rawr. Well, it'll be a cold day in June before he gets another date with me. Goodbye. Just because he's a billionaire doesn't mean I don't have dignity, goddammit. It's worked. Don't slam the door on your way out, my good woman. Then, a few minutes later, hey, where's my date? Fuck you, Tony Stark. A gorgeous, willowy blonde. Call to see me yet. Oh, no, nothing like that. No blondes here. No. Yeah, that serves that snooty Veronica Vogue right. Anyways, I didn't really tell a lie. I could tell by the dark parting in her hair that she really isn't a blonde. Bro. Oh my god, Pepper, you bitch. I love it. It's fucking perfect. How sensational, if I might say. Oh, well, if she should call later, you can reach me at home. Something tells me that Veronica was here and my jealous little secretary got rid of her. Actually, I don't mind. She was becoming a bore anyway. Tell me about it. All those Veronica Vogues, they're a dime a dozen. Is happy to bring the car around for me, Peppa. Yes, sir. Okay. And so, where's that? Oh, there's Happy. Where to, boss? The El Morocco, the Stork Club?
Neither, Happy. I think I'll go home and take it easy. How about a quiet poker game, fella?
Well, that sounds great, boss.
Well then, why do you look so sad?
Yeah, where's the Scarecrow? Oh, this is my overjoyed expression. You should see me when I'm really unhappy.
I'll never understand how you got the nickname Happy.
Probably because of my cheerful disposition, I guess. Well, finally, upon reaching the Stark luxury penthouse, it's a wreck! Hey, it looks like a cyclone hit this place, boss.
It's worse than that. It's a robbery. The apartment's been ransacked.
Well, there goes our poker game. Yeah. Damn, fucking can't play poker with the boss. Oh, shit.
Quiet, listen. Something's moving upstairs. The thief is still up there.
Do your iron individual stuff.
Ah, damn it.
He's in the fucking electronics computer walls room, goddammit. You're in the wrong place, buddy. There's no masquerade party going on here.
He's not interested in any party. That's my wall safe he's looting.
Well. Wait, what was the voice I gave him? Ah, fuck it. The Scarecrow will now have an opportunity to display his power. You're in for a little surprise, Mr. Stork. Stand aside, boss of bosses. I will take care of that runt. I will show him how I used to do it in the ring. Oh, he was a boxer? Oh, yeah, he was in the boxer. I remember. Because he was in that hallway fight with fucking Black Widow, but she took out like a bunch more guys than him, yeah.
So you call me a runt, do you? You'll live to regret that.
Careful, Happy. Remember, you lost more fights than you won. You're just gonna stab him in the back like that while he's in battle with a villain? Oh, Stork, Anthony Stork, you son of a bitch. The only reason I lost so many fights when I was a boxer is because I was too soft-hearted to want to hurt anybody. But I don't feel that way about crooks, see? That's right, Happy. You're the real hero of this fucking tale.
Ah, yes, but the Scarecrow is no mere crook. You're about to be beaten by a master.
Okay. Well, he's in a sex position. Hey, hold still. Stop squirming. How did you get up here? Please, don't put your crotch in my face. Anything but that.
You've seen nothing yet, my muscle-bound fiend. Watch closely.
Okay, I'm watching. What did you do? Explain. What did you do? I spent most of my adult life keeping my body in perfect condition for the work I do. It's child's play for one as agile as the Scarecrow to toss you around like a sack of potatoes. How? This is extremely mortifying. There's fucking a little bit of Ben Grimm popping out of Happy Hogan. Meanwhile, Tony Stark takes advantage of those precious seconds to duck into the next room and make one of the most dramatic identity changes of all. It's Iron Man. All right, Scarecrow, the fun time's over. Do you give up now, or do you want to be stopped the hard way? Iron individual, I heard that Stark kept you around as a bodyguard. But you don't scare me either. The Scarecrow is far more dangerous than you suspect. For real, show me. So you're dangerous, huh? Well, why don't you fucking prove that shit?
Just follow me, my overconfident opponent. I'll prove it in my own incompatible way.
Yeah, it's a big deal. You don't think a locked door will stop Iron Individual, do you? Yeah, he's gonna fucking stop you. I hope to forgive me if I don't stay there and wait for your reply. What is that? Is that brass knuckles? Suddenly, as Iron Man smashes into the other room, a thick, entangled drapery is dropped over his head. No! Drapery, Iron Man's greatest weakness. You see, you failed to take my trained crows into account. See how obediently they follow my whispered orders, which were to place drapery over you? I can feel them wrapping the drapery sash cord around me. Oh my god. What else can you do? It's incredible. Iron Man destroyed by crows, temporarily off balance, unable to see the powerful Iron Man losing his footing and just toppling over like an idiot. Still think you can beat the Scarecrow? That's it, Scarecrow. You got him. He's done for. But mere cloth draperies and a cord of sash cannot hold the mighty man of iron for long. And now, Scarecrow, you will start laughing out of the other side of your mouth. He's gone. The crows are flying. No way. The crows are like carrying him. He's like, that must be where he went.
But wherever he can go, Iron Man can follow. He cannot have gotten far. Yeah, he'll get as far as he needs to. He's the villain of this story. But our hero is more correct than he suspects. For the Scarecrow didn't go far at all. In fact, he didn't even leave. It was child's play to outwit that overrated fool. And now you get to steal all of his metals and turbines and shit. Now I can rifle Tony Stark's safe at my leisure, without his witless bodyguard wasting his time searching the city for me. What do you get? But in his exuberance, the Scarecrow has forgotten Happy Hogan, who regains consciousness with an aching head and an angry heart. That's right, you get him, Happy. Hold it, punk. You took me by surprise the first time, but now I've gotcha. Bah! And again, bah! I've got what I want now. I cannot waste my skill on every loudmouth buffoon I meet. Oh, that's right. You're better than everybody, Scarecrow. You're better than him, and you need to let him know. Whoa! I never saw anyone move so fast. All I got for my trouble is a hunk of cloth. Holy smoke. I don't know how he got down there, but I sure ain't gonna try it. No fucking way. No fucking way. Did the Scarecrows... Oh my god, they hovered him downward. Are you kidding me? This is the best comic ever. This is the best comic ever. He doesn't suspect that some of my crows were able to support my weight. Oh my god. No, I believe it. I believe everything you say, comic book. If this comic book said that it loved me, I would believe it. Meanwhile, the other three crows which Iron Man has been following separate through a prearranged signal. It looks like I really stimmied now. I can't follow in three directions at once. Yes, that's the point of that panel. Definitely. Thank you for saying it, Iron Man. But as Iron Man returns to Stark's apartment in defeat, I've got a better haul than I expected. Here are the plans for some new transistorized weapons Stark is designing for the Defense Department. Yes, Defense Department. A millionaire like Stark will pay a fortune to keep these from falling into the hands of the commies, and I'm just the guy to take that fortune from him. So it's blackmail, isn't it? At my command, little slaves. Bring me the telephone now. And that is pretty cool, though. I mean, I've never gotten a Scarecrow to do my bidding. I've never gotten any kind of a bird to do my bidding, hard as I may try. So you know what? The Scarecrow deserves our respect. I respect him. I'm scared of him. Makes sense. I mean, I don't even want to touch his crops. He's so fucking terrifying. While back at the Starks' apartment... Too bad Scarecrow got away from the Iron Man, Happy. I imagine my armored friend is still searching for him, eh? Yeah, boss. Hey, look, here's the phone, the fucking telephone. Yeah, this is Anthony Stark. But who? The Scarecrow? Yeah, you want me to meet you to buy back my stolen plans? It's fucking blackmail. You can't go, boss. Your life won't be worth a plug. What's a plug nickel? If he gets a hold of you again. I'm no hero, Happy. You report back to the office, and I'll alert Iron Man if I can find him. Yeah, send Iron Man. Send Iron Man. He's stronger. And then, now that Happy's gone, I can finally go into action. The first thing to do is put a little gadget of mine into this briefcase. I'll prove to the Scarecrow that he's not as clever as he thinks. For this simple little transistorized gadget will bring about his downfall. But how, goddammit? I am in fucking suspense. What is this odd-looking device? We'll learn in due time. What is it? It's just a bunch of lines on a comic book. It's nothing. It means nothing. This is where he told me to meet him. I dare not arrive as Iron Man, for it might frighten him away. So Tony Stark himself will have to play the hand, for better or worse. Seconds later, the startling figure of the Scarecrow darts out from the shadows. Give me that briefcase, you unsuspecting nincompoop! This is the only and first payment I'll demand before you get your plans back. And now my little pets will entertain you while I reluctantly take my leave. You idiot! You took the goddamn briefcase and you left those stupid crows to attack. It reminds me of The Birds, that Hitchcock movie. It'd be insane to remain in America after stealing these plans. Instead, I'll go somewhere where I'll be safe. Meanwhile, leaping into the waiting motorboat, the Scarecrow calls his crows to him. At last, now it's time for Iron Man to appear and do what Tony Stark can't hope to do alone. Of all the foes I've ever faced, there have been none who I've been so anxious to meet up with again and get my hands on. Really? I'm gonna have to look into some other Iron Man villains. This guy's a hoot, let me tell you. Soon I will be safe forever. In a land where all enemies of America are welcomed. A land where they will respect a man of my unusual talents. Before nightfall, I'll be an honored visitor on the island of Cuba. You seriously gonna run to Cuba? Do you have any idea what Cuba was going through in the 60s when this comic was made? You got another thing coming when you get there, buddy. And there's the gunboat now, which I plan to rendezvous with. It will protect me from any pursuit. He's a commie spy. Aren't they all, though? Aren't they all? And so the costume trader boards the Cuban gunboat, and then this happens. These are the plans for the new American weapons which I promised you. Good. The bearded one will pay handsomely for them. The bearded one? Oh my gosh. We all know who he's talking about. And now we must leave the waters. It will go hand with us if any Yankee destroyers find us violating their waters. But then, a startling thing occurs. What madness is this? The case is flying out of my hands. It was magnetized? You shouldn't. Why shouldn't it? You have no right to it. It belongs to America. My device worked perfectly. I knew my transistor magnet would attract it at the proper time. So he used it as a tracking device. Brilliant job, Anthony Stork. I fucking love you. Attack him, my comrades. No reward will be too great for the man who destroys one of the Yankees' most powerful defenders. Well, no reward at all because you're communists and that kind of thing is frowned upon in your society, so... But our bullets bounce harmlessly off of his armor. Yeah, you don't know Iron Man? Lucky for me, they're using only small arms fire. I wouldn't want to be facing a machine gun like this. And now that you've all gotten that out of your systems, to my side, comrades, death to the Iron Man. Why wait for them to join you? Here, I'll get you all together in a much faster way. Okay. And now... Hold on, let me do the robot voice. And now, Scarecrow. Wait, no, that's not the right one. I don't think I've forgotten you. I was just saving you for last. Nailed it. No, don't. You've got me all wrong. I'm really on your side. I was just trying to trick the Reds, that was all. Yeah, of course you were, pal. I wouldn't doubt you for a minute. You're gonna throw him in the river? To show how I believe you, I'll just toss you in for a swim so you won't get too bored while I take care of the little unfinished business. How did he, because they were in New York City, how did he take like one boat, like just one motorboat all the way south to Cuba? Like, how did he do that? It's awfully warm out here on this gunboat, so I'll try to cool things off a bit with a miniaturized drill. Oh my god. That is like the apex of technology for the 60s. Oh my god, look at it. It's so beautiful. Oh, how careless! I've drilled them too deep and I've struck the water. Well, all the sailors have nice, snug life jackets on, and a little refreshing swim should do them a lot of good. Too bad about the boat, though. Tisk, they just don't build them like they used to. Should have bought American. That's what he should have said. That would have been the better one-liners. Should have bought American. Meanwhile, the Scarecrow still has one last escaped ace up his sleeve. That's it, my pets, faster! We must reach Cuba before Iron Man can catch me again! Are you serious? Are you freaking kidding me? Oh my god, look at it! Oh my god, he's escaping with the crows, man. Guys, he's escaping using the crows. Thank you so much, comic books. And Iron Man, safely aboard the Scarecrow's boat, is forced to watch his quarry fade from sight. Blast the luck, my jet transistors are almost drained of power. I can't fly after him. And in this boat, the Cuban shores batteries could pick me off like a clay pigeon if I get any closer. Well, I recovered the plans, chased out the Scarecrow out of the country, and put one enemy gunboat out of action. That's not too bad for an afternoon's work. Now I'd better head back to the States into my other identity as Tony Stark. But what about the Scarecrow? I must know. I must know what happens. Later. Hiya, boss. Did you send Iron Man after the Scarecrow? Naturally. I don't think old Strawhead will be bothering us again for a while. By the way, Pepper, I have something for you. Do you? I was supposed to take Veronica Vogue to a Broadway show, but seeing as how she never showed up and then went home and committed suicide, and I hate to waste these tickets ever so. Oh, this is my lucky day. Now that I got rid of that blonde bandit, Mr. Wonderful will date me. Jesus, that's creepy. Ugh, it's creepy. Tell him the truth. Tell him the truth that you had the blonde bandit assassinated. But being you and Happy have been working so hard lately, I thought you'd both enjoy the show. Here, Happy, before you get Pepper there in time for the opening curtain. Much obliged, boss. Oh, you son of a bitch. Ha! Nobody tricks Tony Stork. Nobody. God damn it. Somehow he knew. He knew that I killed Veronica Vogue. That's why he's doing this. But just wait. I'll kill every woman if I have to. Oh. Ugh, what am I thinking? I better bite my tongue. Yeah, you're going crazy, girl. All right, bye. See you later, bye. Meanwhile, a scant 90 miles from America, a bitter man broods and bides his time, exiled, a man without a country. I underestimated Iron Man once, but I won't do it a second time. And so we take leave of our little group of characters until next issue when Iron Man returns with new thrills and surprises. See you then, the end. My God. The Scarecrow is funny. He's so funny. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. It's the Scarecrow is, well, there's a reason why he's not among Marvel's pantheon of great villains. You know, he's not a Doctor Doom, nor do I expect him to be. He's just a silly contortionist with some trained scarecrows, and you know what? That was very entertaining to me. That was a lot of fun. Solid 8 out of 10, but that's it for this comic book. Jesus, it took me 30 minutes to get through this. 30 minutes to get through 14 pages? I gotta speed this up. Anyway, that's it for this comic. If you liked reading this comic with me, you want to read more comments with me, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, nerds, stay heroic.